Okay, sculptxr on iPad. So straight off the bat, for basic sculpting, just use Nomad. It's way better. It has all kinds of cool stuff. The main advantage of this is just, I guess, to keep me honest, to make sure that all the features work as expected. But the other thing that might be useful is all these mesh edit features over here, all these guys. I mean, Nomad, as we all know, doesn't have many low poly tools. These are, the worst of the kind of vibe coded, likely to have huge issues and repercussions. But anyway, let's see how we do. So the first thing is it's designed to work on the lowest cage without any multi-res. I've got no safeguards. There's no sort of, checking that this is working correctly. So I might even go down one further than that and delete higher. So this is just the base cage. So you can see up here, this is 386 polys. So, I can just smooth this down a bit like that, and then try some of those tools. So cut should work as you would expect, hopefully. So it'll mark edges to cut, and you can just go around and tap to cut. And if you make a loop, it will autocomplete. So there. So you can see here that the wireframe is a bit hard to see. I did add some features to adjust that. So you can change the offset here so that it doesn't intersect with the base mesh, and you can increase the opacity as well. Back to the tools. Extrude does as you would think. So you can just keep extruding away. These issues here is from the matte cap. It's not the normals themselves, I hope. If I change to a PBR, it seems to shade correctly. And if I subdivide that, it does work correctly. Insets, again, works as you'd expect, so you can inset. The other thing, this keep together mode. So if I do it on the near the symmetry plane, it does like that. If I undo, you can now do a two-finger tap to undo. If I press keep together, it will do like that. So it knows that they should be sharing the edge. That also works for the extrude as well. So if I extrude with keep together turned on, they operate like that. If I undo, turn keep together off, they will extrude separately. So you can see that there is a slight separation edge there. As it went through, delete face, fill hole. If you tap on the edge, it'll fill a hole. Now, I haven't tested this in a while, but what should happen is if I have sort of like a largish hole like this, and I fill hole, it should try and recover as best it can. So it tries to make a guess about the border on the hole, and will try and repair it as best it can. It doesn't always work, but it's not bad. Dissolve edge. So let's see, where would I be able to solve it? So it won't let you do anything that will make the mesh non-manifold, but if you have edges that don't need to be there, well, actually, let's go for a split face. So a split face will just put an edge if it can be split. Spin edge will let you turn that around, and because this isn't necessary to keep the mesh manifold, I can dissolve that edge and it should go away. So that's cool. So that's dissolve, split, and spin. Collapse edge. So this will try and sort of collapse things down like that. So if you want to sort of collapse down this whole edge like that, you can do that. So that's kind of handy. Dissolve vertex. Occasionally with the cut faces tool, you'll have an edge like this that'll have a vertex in the middle like that. And if that's bothering you, you can use dissolve vertex to get rid of it. Weld, hopefully you'll never need, but that will try and weld two things together. So sometimes if you get things which I sort of separated out, you can force weld them together. Let's see if I can maybe make a bad example of that. So if I delete this face, and then if I zoom in there, so two-finger should work. I should be able to click one point, then the other point, and it should weld. Okay, so that does actually work. I'm surprised. Yeah, that one works, cool. So you can just go around, you can sort of collapse things up. They're all the kind of handy tools. Other things you can do on iPad, so you can go back and subdivide again. So let's go and subdivide this up and turn off the wireframe and some silly sculpting. So my usual thing would be to need some more faces like that. So my usual thing for blocking out is to imply the nose, the eyebrows, the eyes, and some sort of mouth, maybe like a cheek like that. Then might use the brush to change. X will change the brush radius, like in Nomad. Holding in Shift will smooth, so it's all the same kind of things. Pinch will pinch. usual stuff. What you can also do is you can define blend shapes and you can animate them. So if I go down to the animation panel here, I can make a new blend shape name. So I'm going to type in there, I'm going to type this, make this be smile, hit enter. So that's made me a smile thing. So if I want to change it, yes, I am at a cell, thank you. So if I want to edit this, I go to edit, and now I just use my regular sculpting tool. So I might go move, and I'll just push up like that. Beautiful. I am a world-class sculptor. I've been doing CG for 20 years, can you tell? When I'm done, you can hit done, and now that's on a slider. That scribble thing is irritating, and I want to get rid of that. And then you can also bring up the animation panel. So if I go to show timeline up here, I'll highlight that up there, you get an animation panel. And now I can set keyframes. So I'm going to go to blend shape over here. I'm going to key all shapes, and I'm going to go across to say frame 20, and I'm going to animate this up and set a key. So I can either set it there, or I can key all blend shapes, and then over here I'll set it back down again. That should be an auto key, even though that's turned off, which is slightly annoying, but I will fix that at some point. So now you can see I've got animation. I can hit play up here. I'll fix up these icons in a sec. And you can change it from over here, where the mode is dope sheet, you can change it to a graph editor. So I can change where this curve is. I can also bring up tangents. I can sort of make this a bit more aggressive like that. So up and then down. And you can also keyframe the transformed and a few other bits and pieces. Again, here be dragons, but it has parity. It now works on, what's that now, 4 devices. So I've tried on iPad, PC VR, desktop, native MetaQuest, native sculptxr. Vision Pro is my next target, which is tricky because there are no input devices. I refuse to buy the PlayStation 2 VR controllers. I'm going to see if I can get something working with pinch and just hand gestures, which will, I think, suck. But, you know, I like a challenge. Anyway, that's all the features, plus all the rest that I haven't really talked about. So there's an outliner. There's options for the rendering and display. Options for topology. A lot of these things will be very broken. So again, warning, some settings up here in the menus, you know, just have a play. If there's anything like hugely showstoppy, buzz me in the Nomad Discord.